Legend of Total War here with part 3 of my Medieval 2 DEUS VULT campaign as the Kingdom of Jerusalem. So this is the Crusades campaign. Anyway, previously we wiped out Saladin and finished off... Well, we defeated the Egyptians, but they've turned into rebels now.
Hail, my
so,
king.
What are we left doing? Did a successful draw out at Dumyat, but because they turned rebel, they get free garrison in there. So, oh well. So Karek here has plague. Oh well, can't do anything about that. So these guys here, they chose not to sally out at us. Yeah, some Crusader sergeants and unhorsed knights would be useful. I just want to continue starving them out. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, over here. Time to do the... Yep, we can do the siege of Limassol.
We shall engage. We shall prevail in this.
We don't have a very large army.
As you command, my liege.
Neither do they. I think attacking this one head on might work alright. Let's do this.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle.
Oh man, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Things at us.
Okay, so right. So I might have to end this episode a little bit shy of an hour and a half today. Just a little bit, like hour 15 minutes. We'll have to end it there. So let's try and get as much done in the meantime as possible. And if you're wondering what's going on, just mind your own business. It's nothing major. It's just can't keep recording for a full hour and a half. Okay, moving on. So we're gonna just full out attack. Because the thing to note is that like an hour and a half of unbroken video is actually really difficult to do. Like to make 3 or 4 episodes of that a day. Sort of struggling with it. Like it's good for views, but doing 45-minute long episodes is so much easier logistically. Because you know you can take breaks and deal with the shit that life throws at you. Things like chores, and sometimes people fucking give you a phone call. As much as I'd love to live in just a complete vacuum where there's no one there, unfortunately I don't.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Alright, well...
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be
That's
long
good.
before our enemy's
And
defenses
once the
fall.
gates are down, we'll have to send the cavalry in. I imagine that these squires are triply going to get wrecked by... Oh, it's only trebles on archers here, this should be fine.
Our men have done well. The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be
So
ours.
what would be funny here? Trebles on archers. Yeah, they're doing alright then. Alright, get in. Now I also need to get my archers up on the walls so I can
We've captured
shoot
the
the enemy.
enemy's walls.
Going the other way. Other way. So the plan here, obviously, cut them off. Don't fight them head on when you can pincer them. Pincer is good. No, you're going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Over here. Motherfuckers. Charge into them if you can. I wanted to get at their rear, but they saw me coming. These guys here failed to lock them down. Just make sure you're not in any immediate danger. Where is he? Okay, he is in a bit of danger. Maybe pull him out of there.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Come on, break, you shits. Oh, he's a bit bloody. It's not worth him dying. Get him out of there. Some units routing. It's just not enough. Didn't properly cut them off. Only capturing a handful of them. Damn. Well, there's still these ones here. We've got. Oh no, they all got through. Oh, hang on. Here's our chance. Run them down. Alright. All of our melee infantry. Get up here. You get back. If you take any more hits, you're probably dead. I'll use you to run down the enemy Trebizond archers. They should be coming down off the wall soon. So this didn't go particularly well, because we just didn't really capture many of them. That's always the best way to go about it. Good, here they come. So we'll use him to run them down. Oh, won't even need to.
The battle is very much in our favor. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay. Let's make sure that our guys don't break and just keep trying to capture as many of them as we can. That's all we can do. As for these Knights of Tripoli, it doesn't really matter if we lose them all. Sort of the end of the line here until these guys get some reinforcements before they go and attack Anatolia. There's no way we'll be able to take on the Turks with this.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the
But yeah,
enemy.
using Cyprus as a base for operations will build up an army from which to invade.
My lord, our men are in command of the castle.
Okay, we done? Well, not really, because these guys here, they still need to come off the walls. But we'll just capture it. If they don't want to come off, then that's their own business. They might break.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won.
Good stuff.
Glory, honor, victory. God be praised.
Okay, good. So that's all of Cyprus under our control here.
Fleet ready, sire.
But we're not going anywhere for a little while.
Set sail.
Okay, all of our Knights of Tripoli are gone.
My lord. Sire. Order.
Again, that's alright.
My lord.
These guys here are no longer needed.
As you
Send them
wish.
back up this way. Alright, so, Richard the Lionheart, you're going to go take on the Turks, not Saladin, because Saladin is dead. I've already dealt with him. If I sent you across the desert here to Baghdad, maybe that could be useful. Baghdad's right there.
With honor.
And while you're on the way, you can
We
build
shall
some
continue
watchtowers.
tomorrow, my liege. Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over the land. Hail,
I'll
my
send
lord.
these guys to come and help you out as well,
Continuing
along
tomorrow,
with
sire. Orders.
some additional Knights of Jerusalem.
By your command. Hail, my king. Orders. Yes. As you wish.
Okay, good, we found it. I thought it was
Hail,
somewhere
my
around
king.
there.
Yes, my liege. Sire. Joining
So now these units can
as you wish.
join back up with him.
Hail, my king.
Like I said, it's not a very good settlement, but fuck it, get it anyway.
An order. Yes. Hail, my king.
Where to, sir?
Alright, so... Yeah, if you could just lift that for a moment, maybe the spy might be able to get in.
Watching.
Or not.
Yes. Yes,
That's
sire.
how things
Moving
go.
to crush the enemy. Besieging the cowards, my liege.
Where to, sire?
And after
Hail,
Baldwin's
my
going to have to go, there's like a settlement right over here that we'll have to go and take.
Sire.
Alright, I guess now we'll just spend the last of our money on construction and then move on. I won't bother repairing that stuff right now. If we can increase the taxes, I do need a bit more money. Alright, let's move on. Oh man, I should launch the attack now. My allies would help me, but I didn't build any fucking siege equipment, did I?
Hail, my king.
No, the moron.
By
Should have done
your will,
that.
sire,
Let's just hope he
we
doesn't
shall
move out of the
engage.
way.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Templar Minor Chapter House? Sure, why not? Emperor Barbarossa drowns, of course he does.
My lord. Hail,
Just
my
have to catch
king.
up. So, Beni Suliam Tribelands, there should be, I don't know, somewhere up there. I don't really care that much about it.
Hail, my king.
But his main job will be to get to Baghdad. We'll have to cross over the river there.
With honor, sire. We shall continue to orders. By your command. Orders.
These guys will catch up in a turn or two.
Yes. We'll make camp here, sire. Hail, my king.
But yeah, having the
Your ally and your friend.
the Principality of Antioch help us out in this. That way they could sacrifice their units instead of mine. Having to sacrifice my own. Right, so over here. It looks like one of my priests turned heretics.
This is the
Possible.
heathen god's servant. Name the blasphemer.
Why do you serve the church? Only
See, I don't-
my faith leads to
I don't think that like 24 or 33% chance is a good
This is
good
the
thing,
king in
because
question, my lord.
if you fail, there's always a chance that you'll turn the priest into a heretic, so it's not worth doing it. It's not like if you fail, oh well, just try it again next turn. End up with 2 fucking heretics.
my king. An order.
Ah, damn it, they're not in that position anymore, so we'll have to assault that the normal way.
Hail, my king. Yes.
Alright, well you've got all the cavalry. Just press them there. Their next job is to go over to,
Move. We
to
go
what's it
no
called?
further
To
today.
go take on the Turks. Of course, you'll need some reinforcements of cavalry. I'll make sure that you have it. Better... yeah, some mounted sergeants could be good. Alright, there'll be plenty of knights there available for you.
An order.
Alright, let's do
Hail, my
Alexandria
king.
first.
As you command, my liege.
Nothing too concerning, it's just that this army is a little bit diminished. It's not quite as strong as it used to be.
Glory to your name, sire. We attack. Units, await my orders.
Alright, so, what are we doing here? There's not that many of them, so attacking head-on could work alright. And they've also got a lot of peasants. Alright, so once you guys up on the ladders, and yeah, we'll just attack them head-on. Yeah, peasants shouldn't be any sort of threat. It's funnily enough, these towers here are nowhere near as dangerous as large wooden walls.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Okay, once the gate's down, send some troops in to go fight. Of course, you broke the peasants. Now, I don't want to be fighting on the walls. I want to be
The battering
don't have
ram
a choice
has
there.
done its
I
work.
want to be fighting on the ground.
Now is
That way the
time
cavalry
for
can
brave
support.
hearts and brave deeds.
So what do we got over here? We've got Mamluk archers. He should be able to handle it.
The Lord is with us today.
My biggest problem though is that like he could be the first one to die. See, look, he's already taken quite a bit of damage there. Okay, hang on, slow down, slow down. I can't afford to risk him. He's a good king. Fuck's sake. Get him out of there. Get him over here. You need to get down off the wall. How are we going over here? This is one. Well, we're definitely winning the battle. That's not in any way, shape, or form in question. Okay, let's send him around the long way and try and fuck him in the ass by blocking off their escape. So yeah, you come over this way, keep them locked down here.
Attack!
Peasants are going to be in the way. Let's hope we can get a good charge into them. Because there's wide open space here. If they can form up, they'll charge.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy general. Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, what we actually need to do... Stop. Oh, goddamn, these peasants
Our
are going to
men
get back
are
there in
winning
time.
the battle.
Fuck.
If we
Doesn't matter.
continue like this, we will smash
Just
the
took
enemy.
slightly too long. I mean, I can't make them run any faster than that anyway. It's my favorite trying to die. Push these peasants out of the town square. Make them break. That's it. Don't let them back in here. Time to capture them. There you go. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. Lots of high numbers of captured troops for us to brutalize afterwards. Okay, it's basically nothing left. Just finish it off.
By St. George, our men have taken control of all of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won. By God's will, we have triumphed.
Yes.
My
Okay.
lord,
Okay, just
our
one more
courage
settlement
and
over there,
honor
and
have
then
been conquered.
I'll get a fleet ready to try and transport him back. Maybe I'll send him over to Anatolia afterwards. No, need that first. It should be enough to take on whatever they've got here, but I don't know for certain. And we could always just try starting with
Hail,
that.
my
Yeah,
king!
if we just leave
Sire.
those two behind, that's not enough.
Hail, my king!
He may have to stay here for a turn or
Hail,
two.
my king!
Order as you wish, my lord. Order.
Anyway, we've got some reinforcements that we can send him, so there's that.
Yes, sire. March to exhaustion, sire. Continuing later. Orders. My king,
Okay then.
command me, sire.
Michel Canton. Alright, this is what we've got. Let's do this.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
Shouldn't be too difficult. Pretty low tier units.
There'll be no escaping us now.
With this settlement under our control, all of Egypt is under our possession, and we just need to get to Libya. I think it's Libya, isn't it? Alright, should be, I don't know, like attacking head on is really not my favourite way of doing things with infantry. I'll keep these guys here. Actually, no. Give them a ladder each. We're going to do things the way I usually do things. Archers up on the walls. And we'll send sneaky maneuvers around to other areas to see if we can get in with minimal bloodshed for us. Doesn't look like it's going to want to go down that way. Okay, if you come around over here, it's easy for you to get to. Okay, you come up over this way. Okay, they're trying to spot us. Get back. Towers will do damage. Bring these guys up. Okay, the gate is now open, ready for us to go and attack it. What's going on over here? Get back a bit. Okay, you're now free to get over here. No one's resisting.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
So they think this is where we're coming from. What I'm going to do is, when this gate's down, I'm actually going to pull him back. Because attacking through there would just lose a lot of
The
men.
battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
These guys are desperately running over here to try and stop my archers from getting up on the walls. But they might be too late.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Okay, this is now free for us to go and ram as well. Okay, actually, I'll send the Syrian militia over here to kill those Mamluks. I don't expect them to win, though. Come on, you guys need to hurry up and get up on the walls. Okay, make a run for it down here. They may have actually
Our soldiers
got us
have
here.
proved their worth today.
Hang on, no, stand there,
Enemy's
stand
walls
there.
belong to us now.
They've gone and positioned themselves over here for some reason.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Come on, hurry up and get up on the walls. Okay, start shooting them. Luckily these towers here is not shooting.
Our men have reached the
Even
gate
when they
with
start
battering
attacking us here, we should still be able to shoot them. Come on, everyone's up, start shooting.
Attack!
Guard this area.
The battering ram has done its work. Now
So
is the
don't
time
stop
for
shooting.
brave hearts and brave deeds.
Excellent work. Good. And over here, these guys are getting wrecked, but you know, they're essentially our lowest tier unit, so it doesn't matter if they die.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the face cur to hell.
Good, with the enemy general dead, these guys here won't last long in combat either. Don't use Flaming Shot on them though. I've really never seen Flaming Shot very effective. Much better off to do more damage. Inflicts more morale penalty on them. See? Good. Now whilst they're in the settlement here, yeah, let them all run back. I mean, I don't think they've got any archers. So, where's the other one? Over here. We could just stay right up here and just keep shooting them, I think. Hang on. General should come over here, make sure he doesn't break. Come on, you goddamn cowards. Good.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Good, and once they've run out of ammunition, these guys will be ready to basically finish the job. Okay, he's out of ammo. You did a good job there. Your turn. Alright, and get to shooting. No sense in sending units into melee unnecessarily. We could just kill them with zero additional casualties. So this actually went quite well. There's lost a few Syrian militia, which they don't really matter that much.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory.
That last
we
guy
have
there
won
took a
here.
few volleys to take down. Alright, got him in the end.
Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire. Victory! These people now kneel before us, my lord.
Good, so from here we'll be able to get some Knights of Jerusalem as well. But it's kind of pointless, like, don't mean to get them from here, because it's too far to get them all the way over there. Anyway, that's Egypt dealt with.
Sire.
No sense in sending them up that way. Go deal with the
My lord.
time to go deal with the Turks. These guys could just stay out there for the rest of their lives for all I care.
I will offer the infidels a fair...
Hail, my king. Orders. Combining forces, sire. Hail, my...
At your service.
Damascus does need to build up this, but actually, just lower the taxes and get in, quite a lot of mining in there. That'll be quite useful. Help pay for the cavalry that we're going to need. Alright, so at Acre, what are we doing? Yeah, that mining is quite low. I think I'd prefer getting the population up. And then, of course, someone's going to say, well, what's he do? He wants to get the population up, but he's got it on normal taxes. Because I need money. So I can invest back into these settlements. I'll lower the taxes once I've got enough money. Alright, so...
Yes, your highness.
Yep, it's all looking good here now. Not constructing anything here. But it'll be fine. Let's move on. So, will the guys of Antioch help us out with this? I don't think so. They're not close
As
enough.
you command, my liege. We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Pretty easy campaign so far. I mean, we started it off really well by, crushing Saladin, so there's basically no threat to us now. Now it's up to the Principality of Antioch to cover the rest of the way. Let me just get map information with them again, because I want to know if they've gained any new settlements. Good, they've gained Adana, and they've met the Byzantines up here. So basically, this campaign will end as soon as we've wiped out the Turks, because, like I said, it's DEUS VULT. We're not taking on the Byzantines. We're not taking on the
My lord.
the Principality of Antioch.
Yes.
My king. As you command.
Okay, don't forget to bring in the cavalry for him.
Or as you wish. Joining forces, my lord. Yes. Combining forces, sire. My lord. Sire. By your command. Joining forces.
Okay, maybe you just spam that one. I don't need it, so that we can bring in the other one here. That way he's got a full stack of cav.
Combining forces, sire.
Hail,
good.
my king. Yes, my liege. Making camp here.
My lord. By your command. We can go no further today, sire.
Hail, my king!
I'm still just fine with starving them out. There's no rush with it.
I think you have the wrong...
There's always a possibility that the Byzantines will declare war on us. Hopefully they don't. They should just mind their own business. Aren't they at war with the Turks as well? So the Principality of Antioch is allied with the Byzantines. Maybe I should send a diplomat over there to ally with them. The Byzantines are at war with them. The Mongols do also show up at some point in the campaign, but meh, I wouldn't worry too much about dealing with that. Like, if this is a short campaign, I'm fine with that.
Hail, my king! As you will, my king.
Dude, if you end the campaign before the Mongols, that means the Mongols was too hard for
Shall
you.
prevail in this siege, sire.
Yeah, whatever. Do I really get comments like that? Yes, I do. I really do. I wouldn't bloody say dumb shit like that if I didn't hear it from you guys first.
Hail, my king!
Ships ready.
Okay, so let's grab this. Public order here has gone a little bit better. The Islam has gone away a little bit. Alright, so Jerusalem. Don't build anything there because we don't have a lot of money and there's nothing here that's going to provide a lot of economic bonus. Kerak, maybe just go with that. Ooh, lots of gold here. That's good. I don't need that in Nicosia. And then we're out of cash. Okay, maybe next turn we'll get moving to head over to is it Siwa? I can't remember what that settlement's called. Okay, and a Dumyad here. Let's leave behind Syrian militia and let's
Marching, sire.
get moving.
Command me, sire. Hail, my
Sire.
Hail, my king.
That should be
You
very easy to
command, my
take.
liege. We shall prevail.
And let's move
in
on.
this siege.
So the Fourth Crusade has been called. Man, these crusades are coming in every couple of turns. Pope Innocent III has called on Christendom to take up arms and free the Holy Lands. Venice has been selected to transport the crusading army across the seas. Yeah, well, we know what's going to happen here. Now, if Venice is another Catholic faction, so we don't fight them.
Yes. Yes. We'll stop here. Orders.
Give them some additional
Yes,
troops.
An order.
Look at him starting to make a lot more cash now. Yeah, so your job will be to go and fight the Turks out in the field of battle and crush them. Alright, so Principality of Antioch, we missed our opportunity to attack with them at our side.
Hail, my king.
Oh well.
With honor, sire. We shall continue.
Orders. As you wish. Combining forces, sire.
I think I'd prefer the Crusader Sergeants. Alright, let's do
Hail,
this
my
now.
king. By your will, sire, we shall engage. Muster your courage.
Okay, the army's in... Oh man, I don't have any archers. This would be perfect for them. I mean, I've got one. I don't have many archers, what I should have said. Alright, let's just get organised first, because it's a bit of a mess. I remember there was I think there was a video recently where someone says, why does he put them into groups and then immediately take them out of groups? As if it's not fucking fucking completely obvious. Obviously, it's just how I do my grouping. I don't like leaving things in groups like this. I find this to be a very rigid way of playing the game. What I like to... Oh god, great, now I'm going to deal with this. What I like to do is have them easily selectable in the unit cards, and I find that very easy for me to deal with. Some people like to have in groups because they like to press 1, 2, 3, and 4, do it that way. Me, I don't do it that way. It's just my personal preference. I've tried using groups, and every single time I've used groups, I just find I'm less efficient than if I just use the mouse. Because here's the thing. You have to know your strengths and know your weaknesses. And I'm not ambidextrous. I have a very dexterous right hand, and I have a fucking useless left hand. And my left hand, basically, it's just in control of the camera. Up, down, left, right. That's all it's responsible for. If I need it to start pressing 1, 2, 3 and all these other commands, I'm going to keep misclicking on everything. Alright, so let's get in a little bit closer so we can shoot them. But Legend, maybe if you did it more, you would train your hand to be better. Yes, I'm 30 years old now, and I've never used my left hand for anything other than masturbating, so I really don't need it. Now. Oh god, I hope my mum doesn't watch this episode. That'd be embarrassing. There's a conversation I don't want to have. So I tell her not to watch my fucking videos. I don't think she's watching them. She's a bit too busy these days, so that's good.
Send our men through to slay our ungodly foe.
So what are these? Dismounted Tuaregs. Yeah, good crush them. So the archer's doing a great job here. Let's get a little bit closer because I prefer to shoot the Arab cavalry because the Tuareg camels, they're nothing to me. Alright, just drop all this. Let's just go for it.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true,
these Tuareg
victory will be ours.
dismounted Tuaregs are pretty high morale. Let's pull him out. He's not doing a very good job. No sense in wasting our expensive cavalry on a unit that's really not suited for fighting them.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We're actually doing a pretty bad job, to be honest. Like, the archers did a good job, but like, that one unit of Tuareg, dismounted Tuareg, really gave them a hard time. Who's shooting them? Do they have some Mamluk archers or something? Desert archers. Alright. Just get in there and have a fight. Meanwhile, the cavalry, actually, you stay close by because you're not a Mason general. I don't want my infantry running away. Send the cavalry around to go and cut off any of them from the rear. Okay, I think you've done well enough.
The Lord is with us today. We've captured the enemy's walls.
The damn desert archers. We've got to get in close there. Get them into melee combat so they stop shooting. Push through, motherfuckers. Yeah, pull through.
Our men are winning.
Increases our casualty rate, but also
like this, we will smash
gives us a huge boost in attack just for a short moment there. I find that it's usually about the same, except that it speeds up the battle by a lot. Same combat results, just faster. But you see, now we've got the desert archers in combat, no longer shooting. Yep, fight the Arab Cav. He'll be fine. Yeah, this battle went like shit because look at not capturing any of them. It's so easy for them to just get back to the town square. And I didn't have enough archers. If I had more archers, this would have been a lot better. Oh well. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need more archers, and then run back all the way to Jerusalem to pick up some archers to come back here. No, we'll fight them now. Fight with the army that you've got. Okay, this is actually going bad there, because that is full of spearmen. I'm gonna waste the cavalry on that.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Anyway, there's not that many more of them. Here's the thing also, you know, obviously I do pick on comments quite a bit, but what the people whose comments that I pick on, what they have to understand is that when I pick on them, it's entertaining for the people who know how to behave on my channel, who know to just sit down, shut up, and just watch it, basically. And I've had people message me say how funny they find the dumbass legend voice, you know, that shit. Ooh, legend, you should do this because that makes me feel good. And I've heard people now, when someone's been, people like that have been commenting, you know, their silly comments. I've had my own subscribers come in and be like, yeah, Legend's gonna not listen to that. Doing my work for me, which is great. So essentially being moderators. Like, if you see someone post a dumb comment, feel free to just let them know it's a dumb comment.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, we did shit. We actually lost more than the enemy. Or for a really crappy region.
Honor, victory, victory, my liege.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of exterminating, just because otherwise it just takes the population far too long to grow. Do we have to stay here? I know that they're all Muslim. Maybe we should start looking for that Beni Sulol cannon, or whatever the fuck it's called. There's plenty of other pieces of shit settlements out here. The thing is that that money that it's making is not enough to pay for the troops here.
Hail, my king.
My lord. Orders. By your...
Hail, my king.
So if we just left behind a small contingency of force.
Orders. Order.
Okay, it maintains public order. We should be able to fix things up as we go.
Hail, my king.
A lot of gold in these other regions, but you gotta wonder if perhaps I don't have enough troops. And I'm sure as shit not walking all the way back to Kerak to get more.
With honor, sire. Making camp here, noble sire. Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
And I think it's just villages and shit, so we should be fine. Need to make sure the public order is going to be under control before we leave. Right, now, if we left one unit behind, would it be enough to maintain public order? No.
Hail, my king. As you will, my king. To battle. By God's will, we have triumphed.
So, looking at this, that provides 5% public order, because it's a fairly large settlement. We're getting an additional 10 public order coming in, so that'll bring it to 55%. 60% with the other unit. 65. It's just not enough.
Hail, my king.
No, you're gonna have to stay there one more turn.
Sire.
Sire. Yes, sire. By your command. Orders. Yes, sire.
Which gives us time to bring in some of these
By
troops.
your command.
just need enough to maintain public order, which I don't even think that garrison will. Has a very populated settlement here, nearly 30,000 people. Building that makes it's not much, but we really need to get rid of Islam here. It's causing 70% religious unrest. I can always go up to daily races, but you know it costs money. Money better spent on military forces.
Hail, my king! Yes, as you command.
So I've got 1,000 extra florins left.
Fleet ready, sire.
What to do with it? Let's
Yes, sir. Full sails.
I guess just build that here. Doesn't give us anything else. Moving on. So let's have a look at the faction ratings. So these are the ones, obviously they're completely gone now. Venice will be showing up fairly soon, I think. So I'm slightly stronger than the Turks, just by myself. And of course we've got Antioch catching up as well. Militarily, the Turks, not quite as strong as they used to be. Of course we're starving out one of their armies. Actually, I'm not as strong as I used to be. Wonder what happened there. But I guess I've just been using up our troops. So the Principality of Antioch actually has more military than I do. Production ranking I'm way above, territorially way above, financially, Antioch is much richer. This really does give you an indication of this is where the AI cheats, not cheats, but where their bonuses come into to play. Because if I had that size military with that many regions, my income would be fucking right down here. I'd be bankrupt, you know. And they're not sacking settlements to make this money. They're ransoming captives. This is just their income. It's absolutely fine. I really don't have a problem with the AI getting like money bonuses. What I don't like is when the AI like literally plays by a different set of rules, like what they do in the later Total War games, where the AI does not take attrition when walking through certain territories, which it doesn't happen in this game anyway. Or where, you know, enemy armies, they have like twice as much recruitment capacity, and they pay for their troop like half as much cost for their troops. You know, they don't even make any money from their settlements because they just build only military buildings, and yet they're still filthy rich.
Yes, my liege. We shall continue tomorrow, my liege. Hail, my king!
The AI in the later Total Wars have absolutely no idea how to run an economy. No clue whatsoever. All they do is they just get free money. Alright, let's see if we can leave here now.
Sire, my lord. Sire, as you wish.
I mean, the AI in this doesn't really know how to run an economy either. But it's... I don't know, I think they do a better job in the later Total War games. Alright, I really can't take much more than this. I think we can take this, and when these are recruited here, that should get it to at least 70%. That'll keep it under control.
Sire.
Okay, there we go. It's under control. Really desperately needed some religious authority fixed. Okay, just come over here and push him away, and then we make our way towards Syria.
Honor,
bit of a slog to get there, but
yes, my liege.
Oh well.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Still need more troops.
Hail, my king. Yes, my
So
liege.
2 turns until they starve out. They'll probably sell out.
By your will, sire,
Should
we
besiege
shall
that.
engage.
Oh, well.
My king.
Can't now.
Marching, sir. We go no further today. Hail, my king. An order.
So come to here. What are the...
Yes.
Okay, you can have
An
these
order.
2.
Marching, sir. We're combining into a huge force, sire.
My lord. As you wish. Merging armies, my lord.
And you keep a few more of those here, just to deter the Principality of Antioch from attacking us. Alright, let's spend the rest of our money on buildings. This settlement here, we could increase the taxes, but I want it to grow. And we're making enough money for the time being. Plus, I don't think I'd really make a whole lot of extra money from cash, from the taxes, because it's too far away from the capital. Good, nice boost to trade there. Okay, moving on. So the leaders of the Fourth Crusade have been tempted by Venice to lure the lure of riches into sacking the Christian city of Zara in the Eastern Europe. For this affront, His Holiness the Pope has excommunicated all those who took place in this blasphemy. Their mighty fleet now sails for the Holy Lands, but their allegiance is no longer to Christendom, and their intentions are unknown. So, have they shown up yet? Take rebel camp. Thanks for showing me where it was, and that's a lot of money for it as well.
King. Yes, my liege. Hail, my king.
Sire, joining
As you command, my liege.
Basically, the same size
shall
force
prevail in
than what we
this
fought
sea,
over
sire.
here, but of course, I lost about 600
Hail,
men
my king.
during the last time, so it might be an idea to starve them out. Otherwise, I could end up losing it. Or I've just got to be very careful with the actual battle. So it's do or die for them over here now. They need to beat us here, or we'll starve. That's it.
Hail, my king. Hail, my king. As you will, my king. To battle, my king. Move! We go no further today. An order. As you command. We'll stop here.
Good wait. 4 units shy of a full stack here. Retrain them. Good, and public order at Alexandria is improving now. Good to see.
Hail, my king. With honor, sire. Hail, my king.
Not really too fussed about building watchtowers on the
Leaving the
roads.
rest of the
That's what
force, sire.
really matters.
Yes, my liege.
But it matters a little bit because, you know, the rebels are attracted to watchtowers more than roads, usually. So if you build a watchtower on the road, then they'll be attracted to the watchtower and then they block the road.
Hail, my king.
So people are probably going to be wondering, oh, how come you don't repair the bowyer? Well, because it still has full functionality with it being damaged, it just costs money. So, you know, here's what you do, right? Go into your wallet and you take out a $20 note, and then you just tear it in half, and then you shove one half of it up your ass, and then the other one you eat. Okay, that's essentially what repairing that is like. It's a waste of money. You're just so stingy, Legend. My OCD is getting to me because I can't stand any redness being on the map. Yeah, well, fucking don't put your problems on me. If you're autistic, that's fine, okay? You're allowed to be autistic. But don't make me like I'm in the wrong for not repairing that shit. Again, I wouldn't mention this stuff if I didn't hear comments about it before. Especially in Rome 2. Like, Rome 2 I very rarely repair structures, because they repair on their own. It costs a fortune to repair something, and usually the functionality it's still like half functional. People are like, why aren't you ever repairing your shit? Because it'll repair on its own, free of charge, obviously. Should be fucking obvious. Alright, let's move on. I know people love my rants. I know they do. Not everyone. Here's the thing, as I've already said, the people who don't love the rants are the people who the rants are about, which is a very, very small minority of people. And they go, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe because you're so mean to your subscribers. I'm only mean to the idiot ones. And if you want to unsubscribe, you go right ahead. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. You know, you might want to get a cream for that
Hail,
button
my
as well.
king.
Moving on. Alright, here we go. So we weakened them by about a third. Jalal. Yeah, so they were at 120, going down to 75 men. So a bit more than a third.
Glory to your name, sire! We attack!
And if you've been to one of my live streams, it just turns into an absolute shitfest of us, of everyone just like, just paying everyone out. It's just an absolute, yeah, it's fucked, that's all I'll say. In a good way, fucked in a good way. Okay, hang on. This is a mess, I need to tidy this up. It takes a moment. And since it didn't give us any time to set up because of the Sally out fight. Yeah. Just need to pause it there so I don't... Not in the middle of doing that while getting shot by Turks. Okay, don't worry too much about maybe hitting the Turkish horse archers.
Our
Smash
men are
into this.
winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
So get in over here, get a big rout going on. See, they're already like shaking and stuff. Come on, you motherfuckers, get over here, cut off their escape. If we had fought this battle, like if we had assaulted them, we would have almost certainly lost. It's just such a huge army in there, and it's a, you know, these wooden walls really easy to defend, hard to attack. I'd much rather go up against huge stone walls than these, because huge stone walls require more men to man. I can easily outmaneuver them. Very hard to outmaneuver
Our
this.
men have slain the Saracen
Oh, well,
general.
now you're
Now
totally
we
fucked.
must send his men running back to the desert.
There we go, nice little capture amount there coming in. Very
Only
nice.
half the enemy force remains.
Don't let them go back to the town square. So carve them up. Oh, look, what a slaughter. This is what I wanted. If we get them all to rout simultaneously, then we'll win. And run down all these fuckers.
My lord, our men are in command of the city. Behold how our... This is a clear victory. The
So I think that went rather well. That will significantly weaken the Turks.
Victory, my lord. Our courage and honor have conquered.
Though the settlement itself is not particularly valuable, that army was. No. Yeah. Certainly going to need priests out here to maintain. Got to get rid of the religious unrest. I think it's best we start that out. I just don't have the resources to attack that head on. Too many cavalry. It won't do a very good job.
My king. Move! I've tried whipping them, sire, but the men are spent. Hail, my king!
How are we going over here? 2 more units. I might just recruit that and then we'll head off. Maybe pick up some troops from here. I don't know, we'll see.
Hail, my king! Yes, my liege. We shall continue tomorrow, my liege. Hail, my king!
They're not attacking that. So we've got 20 regions controlled. What do we got to do for victory conditions? Hold 25 regions, including Jerusalem, 15 turns remaining. But I've already had that for ages. So we can't win this before turn. So I had to hold it for 30 turns, apparently. Baghdad. I've done that. So I need to capture... The only thing I need to do is capture Baghdad and 5 more regions. And then just wait out that time. If I take it within the next 5 turns, then I will do long victory conditions in the fastest possible time. Because, you know, obviously, I've held... This was at 30 turns, I'm assuming. That being said, how many episodes did I do the... Actually, no, it's not the fastest possible time, because you can bypass that by just conquering the entire map. The Crusades hot seat, I did that in like, I think it was 25 episodes. I conquered the entire map. And that was against players as well. Players that didn't really know what they were doing, but it's fine. Well, you know, they knew what they were doing, they just didn't know what they were doing comparatively. Well, to certain degrees. I would say that Lionheart and Rambler knew what they were doing. The other two were atrocious. You know, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, you know, as far as hot seats are concerned, I think they were more concerned with role-playing. Fair enough. I should have been more clear with them what it was going to be like. The thing is, back then, like, people knew I was good, but they didn't know how fucking good. And they got hit by some very surprise tactics, I suppose. And the thing is, as well, in terms of hot seats, the kind of shit that I pulled off in the Crusades campaign, that's fucking normal. You know, where do you think I learnt that stuff? Total War Center. Some real excellent, real nasty, excellent players. But nasty is not necessarily nasty people. I mean that brutal in combat, which is the way you got to be. You see, you can't just judge a person by how they play a game as how they are in real life. You know, you can have someone who's an absolute backstabby cunt in game, but who could be the sweetest person in the world in real life. It's just how they play the game. Or you could have someone who's just the most chivalric person in the game, and in real life is an absolute dickhead. I like to think I'm somewhere in between. So we need the marionettes of Lebanon, or whatever they are, because their long range certainly helps in situations like this. But the campaign's going to be over soon at this rate. I mean, we're pushing the Turks back. The Egyptians are gone. If I want to take on the Byzantines, I can. I don't want to though, because they're Christian. I mean, it is after the schism, but here's what I like to think. Oh shit! The ideal length for any given series is 10 episodes. That's ideal. If it's less than 10, that's still good. If every episode after 10, the value of that series starts to go down, because at that point there, people are just like, oh, He's won the campaign already, okay. I don't need to keep watching. He's just showing off now, basically, by doing whole map completion. This is why I'm, less of my campaigns are doing whole map completion. Unless it's, of course, close to 10 episodes. Okay, come around over here. And as I've said before, the whole, beating of my chest going, look how good I am at the game. I don't feel the need to do that anymore. Always doing the hardest challenges. Nobody else does them. There's no competition, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm done. Doesn't get views, that's for sure. I mean, just look at I think what solidified for that, for me, was the Shogun 2 Blitz campaign, where, I did not go into that very confident, and I came out, I exceeded my own expectations. I was very happy with my results on that. And it didn't get very many views. Like, the first episode sat at around 25,000 views. I don't know what it's at now. I don't think much more. And every episode, after episode 10 was like 2,000 views. People didn't want to watch it. And maybe people just don't like the way I play Shogun 2. I don't know. But it doesn't give me much incentive to do campaigns like that anymore. It was the same with the Blitz campaign for Empire Total War. Very low views. People who watched it were impressed and everything, but as far as a business decision is concerned, doing those challenge campaigns are really shit. Because I have to put more effort in those and run on these campaigns. One of these campaigns, I just turn it on and I start recording, that's it. A Blitz campaign requires so much fucking planning. Each episode might only be half an hour to 15 minutes in a Blitz. But I could have put 2 to 3 hours, maybe even more worth of planning into it.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I mean, I'm glad. The thing is, it's kind of weird. Like, when I first started, I needed to do the Blitz in order to even get noticed. But now I'm already on everyone's radar. I don't need to do that shit anymore. And because nobody else is doing them, there's just no incentive.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And nobody else does challenge campaigns. It's actually funny, the Rambler does challenge campaigns for Hearts of Fire 4, and they do really well for him. But those are usually like one episode challenges. I really don't know how to do like a one episode challenge for this. I used to try and do them, and they got the worst views I've ever had. The subscriber challenges. I think it was with the subscriber challenges where I really came to realize that just because someone issues me a challenge doesn't mean anyone wants to watch it. Which is why I tell people, don't bother giving me suggestions. Nobody else wants to watch it. Only you want to watch it. Even when I get simultaneously multiple people saying the same thing, especially with like Divide et Impera, I reckon if I did Divide et Impera, it would fucking ruin my channel. New Legend, you're wrong about that because blah 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 blah. I fucking know my audience better than you do, cunt. You shut the fuck up. Okay? Not saying that Divide et Impera is not a good game. It's very good, I guess, in its own way. Doesn't make for good viewing.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost.
Unfortunately, what gets the most views is cinematic
Good riddance to that Saracen
stuff.
desert dog.
Cinematic.
To ride to war
Not necessarily cinematic, but like multiplayer battles. Just basically just like pixelated polo style stuff. I'm not dissing that. It's good. But like multiplayer battles where it doesn't matter who wins or loses. It's just about
very much in our favor.
having fun
if
and
we remain true and steadfast,
looking at some
cool
stuff. I don't like doing that because I don't give a fuck about multiplayer. My niche was and always has been single player campaign to at least long campaign victory conditions, and that's what I'll continue to do. And it's always been vanilla. Any mods have just been terrible, with some minor exceptions. It's something I'm never going to do mods again. Like, I'll definitely do stainless steel again sometime soon.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Well, that's Richard the Lionheart, yeah. Oh, what's this do? responsibility.
My lord, our men are in command of the city. Blast! Our men no longer
don't fucking get
command
him
the
killed.
city. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
What does that even do? I think what it does is like it rallies units that were routing.
Clear victory.
I don't know.
That goes
It's
to
not very
only
useful
men
for
of
me.
great
I
virtue.
just rarely route. It's fine.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
Alright, we're in an hour and 15
God
minutes.
be praised. He has granted us victory.
Let's start wrapping things up. Unfortunately, got shit to do, but maybe I'll make the next episode hour 45 minutes to make up for it.
Hail my king.
Right, let's do some construction and then we'll move on. So, Banyas. No. I'll go with that. Need to keep that public order nice and high. Okay, public order here just got a little bit better, so now I can actually get rid of that, saving me 400. Building the huge stone walls here is not crucial. But fuck it, do it anyway. Okay. Right, let's make sure everyone's moved.
An order. Hail my king.
Let's move on. Oh, I didn't build anything in Raqqa. I probably should have done that. So, now looking at diplomacy, Venice hasn't quite shown up yet. They should be showing up. I think it's next turn they actually show up. And they'll go and hit Constantinople right away. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 4 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.